Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Couch Cup preview game. We have Jesse the Emperor in the green. Where do we have him? Here, playing as the Persians, as he loves to play the Persians.
آماده.
And he is facing against Herr Acker today in the red. Acker playing as the Spanish, so two very strong nomad civs right there. And let's see what the players can do here. It's only 1 month until Couch Cup 3 is happening in Italy on Lago Maggiore at Peter Host's girlfriend's holiday house. We are very hyped, so the players, some of us have met in Durham right now to practice a bit. And so I'm currently spectating those two promising Couch Cup participants and see whether they have practiced. So we can see Jesse the Emperor is a villager ahead already, and that's just because he is the Persians. But not only that, Jesse the Emperor has actually a 15% handicap here, so his villagers gather resources 15% faster. His TC has 15% more HP, so the normal Persian TC would have 4,800, but Jesse the Emperor's TC is over 5,500, so impossible to lose a douche with that TC. Also, his military units do 15% more bonus damage, and his villagers have, I believe, 15% more HP or something like that, so they have 3 more HP right now than a regular villager of Herr Acker. So these are quite strong bonuses, but it's probably necessary as Herr Acker has practiced a lot, improved over a couple of months, because he wants to beat Peter Host. That's his big goal for Couch Cup 3, whereas Jesse has been traveling around the world, just came back from California this week, or from Colorado, and yeah, not much time for practicing Age of Empires if you're traveling to different places every week. So let's actually see if we can catch up with the live game, as Jesse is already 2 villages ahead. Yeah, and there were some delays, so now we're caught up. Still not quite caught up with the live game. Still the 2 village lead of Jesse, so he's pumping out the vills. That's very good. Yeah, 2 more villages secured, and Acker is luring the boar here. Must be some bug that I get to Acker's TC when I trying to spectate. Oh, that must be Jesse the Emperor, so this plays it the wrong way around. So Jesse the Emperor has enough food now. He could click up to the next stage right now. And he does, so very strong, comfortable position for Jesse the Emperor. And on the other side, Acker could click up now as well. In fact, I can't see what's going on. Is this? No, this is Herr Acker. So Herr Acker now queuing the feudal age. And it looks like now finally we've caught up with Black and Jesse the Emperor losing his 43 HP villager. Now 15% of 40 is definitely not 43. He should be having something like 46 HP. So
Monday?
Something doesn't quite add up with the numbers. Sending villagers to gold now. He has a dock fishing with 6 fishing ships. Acker, meanwhile, fishing with 6 fishing ships as well. But Jesse has 2 more villagers. So Herr Acker must have had some idle time. Herr Acker is also laming, but he's laming quite a bit away from Jesse the Emperor, so I think he got confused here because of that random house here by Jesse the Emperor, and now he's frantically looking for his opponent. Let's look at his scouting. Acker. Nope, that's Jesse. Ah, he still hasn't found him. That's very unfortunate. Both players now in the feudal age, and Jesse the Emperor with the stronger villagers is chasing away Herr Acker, but doesn't follow him, doesn't want to run into the TC, and Herr Acker still laming. What's going on here? It's the feudal age, and Herr Acker is still busy laming his boars in the middle of nowhere. Jesse the Emperor scouted very well once again. That's his trademark. Look at that. He scouted the whole map. I didn't even notice. This must have been villagers because he has houses everywhere as well. And sheep. He sees the lame boar. He sees Herr Acker's TC. So what's his plan? He has the resources for Castle Age. Double stable. Look at that. I think he's lacking a second feudal age building, isn't he? Doesn't have a blacksmith. Doesn't have an archery range. Now realizes that he has to build a blacksmith and clicks it. Acker's resources not looking as good. But Acker queuing fire galley very strong. Jesse not doing that. In fact, his fish are on the shore fish. That's unfortunate. But it looks like he has a plan in mind. As he's getting in a boar actually, so yeah, even at this stage maybe laming could be effective. But yeah, you have to find your enemy in the first place if you want to lame. Some idols here actually. 3 idols scattered around the map. That's the problem with all of this laming and scouting. It's hard to keep track of the villagers. Acker searching for the enemy dock. He knows actually where it is. Doesn't have idols. Very nice, very stable economy. And I believe it's just a matter of time until Herr Acker advances to the castle age as well. As he prepares the blacksmith, he has the market, and with a little bit of market magic, he should be able to balance his resources and advance to the next age. Of course, Jesse the Emperor is almost up to castle age, and that is this 15% bonus that makes his economy run so very smoothly. Has the knights prepared. Not sure if he has used bloodlands now. That's a bit late. Should have queued that earlier, ideally, and he could also research the armor upgrade, which would be very useful for the night rush. Meanwhile, what do we have here? A fire galley from Herr Acker hitting Jesse's fish, and Jesse, no reaction yet. He should cure some fire galleys of his own to defend the fish, because without the fish he will soon struggle for food, even with this crazy economy bonus. As he goes for a 3rd stable, going all in here on the path, as he is advancing across the field. Could even use this villager maybe to build a forward siege workshop. Why not? The enemy is in feudal age. There is not much that he could do in that situation. But still, no reaction on the fish. Let's remove the Frog of War and see what's going on. Herr Acker finally closing in on the enemy, but the enemy is already on his doorstep as the knights are in his economy. Looking rough. Looking very rough. What's his Herr Acker's plan? Let's see. He's prepared some spearmen just above the tower inside of Herr Acker's base. Herr Acker's house now. Very messy stuff. Jesse could now advance with this tower, maybe build a tower here to deny the gold, because it looks like Acker is going for the castle drop, and indeed he already has the stone gathered for the castle, and with the help of the castle he may be able to defend. Knights might kill the house, but that's not the best use of the knights, as castles going up could Jesse deny it. Well, his upgrades are not great, he's missing all the blacksmith upgrades, and he is he's seeing the castle. Now it's too late, the castle will go up, but ooh, the knights are in. At the gold, that's a nice turn. Acker dropping down to 34 population, but still only 5 populations behind of the emperor, so not all is lost for Herr Acker. Icon upgrades could be very useful, or even some monks to defend, as he's killing all the fish of Jesse, and fish are what's keeping Herr Acker in the game right here. Look at that. Let's not say anything. Very sneaky. The players are sitting right next to me, and they have a couple of minutes of spec delay, but still, we don't want to give away the surprise. And Jesse's push is indeed stopped for now. And yeah, his advantage seems lost. So his conquistadors out now from Herr Acker, and I don't think Jesse has any plan against the conquistadors, but he's killing a few more villagers, and that's very great actually. Now I think he loses knights. He has a first fletching upgrade now, that's great. No fletching from Herr Acker, so the TC doesn't do too much damage against the knights, but spearmen and conks are enough to defend for the moment. Although with better numbers, the knights can just pounce on these pesky spearmen. Now look at that. The sneaky stable. Jesse could actually see it if only he paid attention. Yeah, the knights getting killed, that's horrible. Don't lose your knights. Ooh, all the knights going down for free. That is so painful. Once again, Jesse is losing his advantage, and suddenly Jesse has 0 military. How is this possible? 2 knights queued, but 0 military, and only now expanding his farming eco. House now, and I don't think he has a plan against Acker's defense here. Yeah, even the 2 spearmen and 2 conks will be enough to fend off a handful of knights. And that castle secures that second gold of Herr Acker, so no problem that he lost the top gold here. There's even another goal that he could sneak to, or maybe one of the half-lame goals. So far, that's ridiculous. Look at this stable in the middle of the space with a flag on. You don't want to see that. If you see something like that, you should gather some spearmen and defend it, or send some monks to be ready and kill the knights and rush down that pesky stable. Now the knight is in on your eco, and that's never good. Hitting the first villager, probably killing the second, and then Jesse notices, and now he must see that stable. Shooting down the knight. Yeah, but that's a lot of idle time for Jesse. And his knights are doing almost nothing, just killing a blacksmith. That's not good enough. He needs to move around and find villagers. Yeah, maybe swoop in again on the wood line. Exactly. Yeah. Just raid Acker to death. He has the forging upgrade now, so villagers are going down in just 4 hits. That's great to see. And with that, Jesse has a 10 villager lead, but he's still not addressing that horrendous stable in his back. Okay, resources are looking good. Queuing more knights, queuing blacksmith upgrades, of course, 15% faster. Workers really being very strong here. Whereas Herr Acker, he is stretched thinly. He is at the limit. But you can see that he is a stronger player, even microing that fire galley. Because he just has such a higher APM than his opponent. And now Jesse tries to swoop in again with the knights. Does he notice the juicy villagers to kill him? Yes! That's great. Another 2 villagers going down. And Acker has about gold banked up, so not the end of the world, but he needs to send the conks for the defense. And yeah, this is quite an exciting game, even though I'm a bit tired. I just came back from the pub. You know, had a couple of pints. And then realized actually we need to train, we need to practice.
Presto.
Couch Cup 2 is approaching fast. Monastery now, so we may see a couple of conversions. And Jesse needs to decide now, does he want to finish this game in Castle Age, build a siege workshop and ram Acker's tiny base down? Or does he want to go after Imp? And it looks like, oh, what is this? This is Herr Acker. He's researching. What is this? I don't know. Spanish Inquisition, maybe. Could be the monk upgrade. Inquisition, yes. So that makes. I'm not sure. It maybe makes his monks convert faster. Ooh, okay. It's quite strong. How much does it cost though? Castle, Inquisition, 100 food, 300 gold, so it's quite a cheap tech actually. So monk defense could be very strong here. In this case he should consider a second monastery. Now Tiger is raiding, knights still roaming around, and monk is healing. Man, these conks are so strong. Jesse's knights are not enough anymore. Jesse has a lot of resources. What is he doing? How is he spending it? He has enough for a castle. That could be very strong. Drop the castle on Acker's face. But he's not doing that yet. Castle here could be brutal, or even here. Or here it's difficult. Even here will be good, taking the wood line, taking the TC. Relation is pretty much even now. As Herr Acker is happily fishing. Once again, same wood line, knights are in again, killing more wood. This has happened so often. Acker should consider chopping wood somewhere else, because he's just losing so much on this wood line. Although, with that raid, Jesse lost almost all of his military. So he has a 10 villager lead now again, but pretty much no military. So he, maybe needs to increase his production. Getting a siege workshop at home, possibly a ram to take down that stable could be good. But I still think a siege workshop forward with some rams, getting the PTC or even a castle could be quite useful. Or just a mangonel behind this wood line. Once again denied. I think it's quite risky that Herr Acker still goes back to the same wood line with the big villagers. Imagine another couple of knights sneaking in somewhere. There could be another massacre. Argal is now harassing Jesse's base a little bit. Jesse has a lot of food, needs more gold. I'm not sure what he's spending it on. I see he has an empty queue. Which is not what you want to see. And oh, that was Gaia. Acker doing some monks, scuffle, some knights. I think he converted 2 knights. That's good. Domination here by Herr Acker. Jesse really needs to think of something else. He still has the eco lead, but his military doesn't cut it anymore. He needs to switch. Maybe he could go for crossbowman at this stage, or for cav archers even. Scorpion is a good start. Scouts also very good, but he needs the light cav upgrade in order to be a threat to those conks and monks. But yeah, with the knights and the conks, Herr Acker can probably fend off even the light cav. Acker going for Wargali now, so I think he wants to destroy the southern flank of Jesse's base. And Jesse moving in the scouts, but I mean, that's not good enough. Just scouts, they will melt if Herr Acker ever notices. He needs, not even attacking monks, that's terrible now. Why is there no light cav upgrade? He has the resources. I'm not sure. He has to look how to have the scout cavalry just die. They just die. No, don't send them one by one. Ooh, terrible. Now it is Herr Acker who's dropping a castle. Jesse doesn't know what to do. He's doing scouts and knights, but they just die. Gunpowder fire. This castle should be the nail in the coffin. I think Jesse will have to call it if the castle goes up. And I don't see how he could possibly deny it. Yes, he still has a good production, but it's not enough. And where does he produce those petards? Oh, he dropped the castle on Herr Acker in the spot where I suggested it. So very strong play from Jesse. I think it was the best spot for the castle drop, but maybe not play around with petards here. Just focus on defending your own base, because you are being massacred. Absolutely massacred. He has nothing to defend. Where is Jesse's economy? What economy? You're asking. There is no economy. He has built a farming TC here in the north.
Shalom.
Alright, well. At least he has some. He still actually has village elite, but now once those villages go down, the Acker will have. Yeah, scorpions are nice, but just one at a time is not cutting it. I think all of these villagers will die here. Acker lost a lot as well. Look at those bodies. So that's why Jesse is still in the lead. he has another very questionable TC here in the middle of nowhere. So that's something he still has to learn, that you have to build the TC next to the resources, so the resources are protected. It doesn't make sense to have it half a screen away from your lumber camp, or at least place it on a berry so there's some resource to gather underneath your TC. Yep, and now all the village is going down, and look at Acker is taking the village lead. He has the military lead. Yeah, very convincing. Ooh, and all those villages went down. Oh no, they're taking gold over here. But now he has no food production anymore. Space completely eradicated. And yeah, to be honest, it's pretty much time to think about the GG already. But if you know Jesse, you know that he will never call the game until his last villager is killed, which is very annoying and sometimes frustrating. But maybe at some point he will be strong enough so he can win games and not doesn't have to resort to these lame tactics. But I guess for the moment that's all he can muster, because well, even with a 15% handicap it seems that it's not enough. But the game is not over yet. Jesse is rebuilding his stables and somehow standing here around this conquistador, not really doing anything, and Jesse meanwhile happily taking resources in the other parts of the map and rebooming. Yeah, that's Acker's problem. He takes the lead, but then he doesn't follow up, he doesn't push further, he doesn't have this killer instinct to close out games. Yeah, so this army should move on. Look for little green rats that are still hiding in the corners somewhere. Polo, burning the knights. Well done by Acker. I wonder actually how many conversions he got in this game, because Spanish monks are converting so much faster than Roman monks thanks to the Inquisition technology. Ah, look at that! Look at the chunky boy! We have a war elephant. That's amazing. I hope that at some point he will come around from behind the castle. There you go, look at that. 470 HP, 15 attack, +2, and some armor as well. These guys are chunky. They will certainly destroy the knights, converted knights of Herr Acker, but unfortunately they are terrible against monks. Because imagine conversion of these elephants, so many resources. Cannot let that happen. So I think, unfortunately, as much as we like the elephants, they are the wrong choice here. Because Herr Acker already has shown the monks. And he has shown that he knows how to use them. Okay. Bit of a stalemate in the game. Can't really catch up further, so yeah, I guess we have to wait a little bit until players make a move. Still even villagers, pretty much, but big military lead by Herr Acker, and I am very worried for the elephants. I think we're soon gonna see the conversion.
Ari?
Those conquistadors are stuck with the garrison in the castle and could get them out. Now the monks are coming, trying to get out of them. But the knights are there and the monks get taken out. Nicely done by Jesse the Emperor. But now, without siege, cannot take it out. There are a lot of knights, conquistadors, and monks, so better run away with this elephant. So I might take Jesse down before they fall. Now they're down to the both elephants converted. That's terrible. That's such a strong addition to Herr Acker's army. So where is Herr Acker's economy? It's partially up here. It would be a great target to raid for Jesse, but he is not aware of anything that's going on there. Now he goes gold villages. No, you can't fight the scouts. The scouts get upgrades, bloodlines, defense. The villages will just die. Well, this game is going much longer than expected. I hope that one of the players will be able to finish it soon, because I would like to sleep now. Yeah, but just knights, and some elephants. It's not good enough. You need to be more creative than that. If the enemy shows all those monks and conquistadors, why not go for some crossbows or even elite skirms? Could be working here. Yes, the knights are problematic, but yeah, or an all-out light cav play. Maybe they could work, but yeah, just the knights, they will get converted. The monks are already waiting. They have recharged their faith. A nice snipe here of the mangonel. And convert. No, not engage. No, first knight being converted. Ballistics could be useful here for the castle. And Herr Acker is imp. Ooh. That's looking bad for Jesse. Herr Acker is imp. He can trap down the castle. Yeah, very good performance by Herr Acker here to take the game despite the opponent having a 15% positive handicap. That's horrible. GG, Herr Acker just needs to push now. I mean, knowing him, he will just sit around with the army and do nothing, but eventually he might push forward and then he will win the game. Yep, nice little raid here with the knights converted. So all of these used to be Jesse's knights, but yeah, now Herr Acker's converted. not much has happened. Herr Acker is still slowly creeping forward. Because Jesse is just farming impervious. That's abominable. He needs to build a fish trap next to the harbor. Stuck. All the way to the fish trap in the lockdown. Only I think it's more like the research. Oh, so many knights being converted. Population almost double now for Herr Acker because of his big military lead. Village is actually still even. Because Herr Acker is now pushing and he's losing the traps. But then he can hold time and time again. And Herr Acker has tunnel vision. He only knows this. He knows this. This is the enemy. This is his castle. We have to push the castle. Nothing else is important. So yeah, this is what he will do for the next minutes or hours he has to. But I think it's only minutes until his traps finally come down to half a minute. Acker is free to go on the other areas on the left and finish the moment he is hypnotized by the castle. I would like to see his Yulok. This is in the Imperial Age now. He can build his own traps now. Try to snipe Acker's. I'm not sure this Yulok is working. Will fall, I hope. Jesse realizes that it's GG and ooh, what is this? Long distance wood gathering. Just build a lumber camp. All of this die. TC will, Castle will die as well very shortly. Well, his army has been standing there since 10 minutes. It was to move in here, we could finish the game faster, or we could even consider that there's other places in the map which is booming. But I think now Acker realized and he's no, he's just dropping. He is just dropping him in a mining camp. Does he not know that his enemy is so nearby? Probably not. Castle drop here would definitely finish the game. Oh, now the castle spawn. Just moving in, converted boarding tanks. Destroying these turrets. Oh. Another boarding tank being converted. out, but he'll probably not give up until this base is dedicated. So Herr Acker really needs to end this tunnel vision now. Look around the map and check where is the Emperor hiding. Well, great. Just 25 villages now. Over. Players are typing something. Maybe the TC is being called. We got a lot of time. Hitting the 4 even. I'm gonna lose this. Nope, it's playing. I think now he must realize. Yes. Come on, drop a castle, you have the resources. The players just looked at me as they finished the game. It looks like I, once again, almost fell asleep casting. Well, this game's been going on for almost 45 minutes, and yeah, as I've been saying, at least 10 minutes, just he's dead, because he uses the design. And Herr Acker is very slow with his forward. Can take a while. Oh, he's another TC, so probably he wants to wait until Acker up. Wait until Acker has going all the farm here. Slowly move to the TC. Oh no, his scouts have arrived. But they will just cannon galleons by now. Running into DC fire. One old man losing his life. Traps have to move back. They did not expect a PC here. Even though running. I cannot even fast forward. And Jess is calling me. Finally. What a game. Well, the first part of the game was quite interesting. And well, I am impressed that Herr Acker was able to win despite the heavy advantage that Jesse had from the start with the handicap. So yeah, Jesse has his work cut out for him. I think it will be a very hard tournament. And I would be surprised if he would win a single game. So I hope you enjoyed this training session, and see you in the next game.